morning, and welcome to your Monday Morning Yoga Minutes. I'm Audra Monk, and I teach in Middletown, Maryland, at Mountain Spirit Yoga. And we are so happy for you to join us here, either on Facebook Live, if you see the little red thing in the top, that's a live video, or on the replay, or if you find this on YouTube. We are super happy that you're here, and we would love for you to join us in our studio for a class or a workshop. So today we're going to do some chair yoga. So you need a chair. A folding metal chair is actually the best, but maybe like I don't have one of those at my house, so just your regular dining chair will work, or you know, something similar. So come on in and have a seat. So whether you normally like an active practice or you need a more gentle practice, sometimes it's good to do a little yoga in the chair, take a little break, and then you can get back to work. So today we're going to do leg strength. So if you can be barefoot, be barefoot. If that doesn't work, if you are at work, you know what, you're going to have your shoes on, and that's okay. So let's put the feet right under the knees. So ankles under the knees. I'm sitting away from the back of the chair to start. So do that, and let's roll the shoulders a couple times. Because most of us spend a lot of time rounded forward, whether we intend to or not, and then pause here. Shoulders, think about the shoulders floating down the back. Good, and the belly pulls in gently. All right, nice and easy, take one ear to one shoulder. So we're just taking a moment to kind of let the body settle from whatever we may have been doing and settling into our practice. We are gonna work a little today. Today is all about some leg strength. So even if we can't do a lot of, and go the other way, if we can't do a lot of big poses, or we just want to sit in our chair today, this is a nice little bit of work. Good, and bring your head back to center. All right, give those shoulders a roll again. They might feel a little more comfortable already. Okay, so we're going to start by working on building strength in the quads. So slide back a little bit on your chair so that the thighs are supported at least half of the way. Pick a leg, any leg you want, and on your inhale, we're gonna squeeze this muscle and lift the foot off the floor. And the exhale, we're gonna bring it back down. Good, and we're gonna let that repeat. If you need a little help today, hold on behind your thigh and give that leg some support. So I hear a lot that, you know, a lot of us have knees that aren't super happy, right? So to make the knees happier, we have to build the muscles in the legs. That will support the joints. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on the quad, and we're going to work on the calf. So above and below. Good. Keep it going. Squeeze the thigh. And it's okay if this feels like work. Good. And then the next one we're going to hold. So my belly pulls in, my shoulders relax down. Maybe I need to hold on today. And very carefully point and flex your foot. Good. And then flex it. Try to lift it a little bit higher and bring it back down. All right, let's go to the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, lift. Squeeze the top of that thigh. Exhale, lower. And we let that repeat. If we need a little help, we're going to hold on to that thigh. That's okay. And you just lift yours where you can lift it. That is all right. If it doesn't lift very high, you know, we're building strength, and that's okay. It's all a journey. So wherever it takes you today, that's just where it takes you. Good. We're lifting and lowering. I think maybe two more. That might get us pretty close to even. All right, and then hold this one. Hold it. Maybe you need to hold on. Belly is in. Point and flex your foot. Okay, flex your foot. Try to lift it a little bit higher, and then bend your knee and bring it back down. Excellent. Slide back up on your chair, and let's go heel and toe. So find the place where you can go on the toes, and you can go on the heels. Good, and let that repeat. And then take these away from each other. Heel, toe, toe. Good, as wide as you can get yours, and bring them back. And do that one more time. Good, all right, tuck those feet in. So I said this was chair yoga. It didn't mean we were always gonna sit in the chair. So we're gonna come up and down. Let's just do 4. So roll your shoulders down and back. Lean forward. This first one, I want hands on the thighs, weight in the feet, weight in the hands, and stand all the way up. Good. Check on your feet. In general, feet hip distance apart. Some of us are going to need the feet wider. Some of us are gonna need to angle the toes out a little bit. You need to go where your knees kind of naturally track. All right, roll your shoulders down and back. So we're gonna sit down and stand right back up. So take the hips way to the back, sit down, and stand up. And you can move the arms, just a natural movement for you. Or if you need to, you can put those hands on the thighs. All right, so I think this is 3. I don't know, I'm a terrible counter. And then this one's 4. Okay, so this next one, we're gonna pause when we get close to the chair. So slide your hips back, slide them way back. Hands can come forward, hands can come to the legs. See if you can hover just a little. Lift the heart, lift the chin, and then sit down. Good job. And then give them a little tap out, shake them out. All right, so last up for the work part, and then we'll do a little bit of sit together, we're gonna take a warrior 2 pose on our chair. So pick a direction, any direction you want, and turn side on. Have your outside leg be loose, other leg is supported. I'm gonna hold onto my chair as I take my outside leg back behind me. Okay, if we can, we're gonna set that heel down and the toes angle in. If that's too much in the low back or the hip today, you can just leave that toe tucked and take it more into a lunge. All right, but if the heel will set down, warrior 2 is an open pose. So my belly and my hips and my chest are kind of open towards the front. So if your chair is facing me, we're gonna be facing each other. All right, I've got this ankle right under my knee. I might stay right here. You might be like, wow, I'm getting a nice stretch in my hip. I can feel work happening. If we want to add work, gently hug or squeeze the muscles towards the bone. Don't like make them super strong, but just hug it in. That's going to support. And you might feel that when you engage your muscles, the work on the hips goes away a little bit. Good. Feel weight in your feet. And then if you want, add your arms reaching out, one over each leg. So this is our warrior 2. If it feels right, turn your head and look forward over whatever hand is in your front. And we're going to breathe here. Good. Breathing nice and steady. And one more breath. Okay, bring the hands down. Take your time. So we need to get out carefully. Hold onto your chair. Soften the back knee. Bring that leg in. Carefully come back to front and then carefully go to the second side. All right, so check. Your inside leg is on the edge. Hold onto your chair. Slide your outside leg back. You might decide that's where you need to stay with the toe tucked under and the hips a little bit more, to the side. If we can get that back heel down, get it down. Take your time. Good. So feel weight in both feet. So the chair's supporting me, but I feel the earth. I'm pressing into the floor. And then start to hug the muscles a little bit into the bones. Good. So that way you feel strong. Turn so you're open towards the front, belly, chest, hips, and then either leave the hands down if that's right for today or lift them up. So there we go, our warrior 2. If you lift this up and maybe your back shoulder's feeling a little tighter today, leave that hand down. You could always do one. I forgot to say that on the other side, but you could always do one. All right, turn your head over your front fingers. Pause and breathe here, belly pulling in gently to support everything. Feel the weight in your feet. Hug the muscles gently into the bones, and we're breathing. Okay, take 2 more breaths. And then gently release. Okay, hold on to the chair. Bring the back leg in carefully. Turn back to the front. All right, come to the edge. My butt is right at the edge of my chair. Widen your legs. So we went asymmetrical, and now we need to go a little bit symmetrical to even those hips back up. So hands to the thighs. Roll the shoulders down and back. You might just sit here and lean forward just a tiny bit. Totally fine. You might come more. You might come to the elbows. Try that. So there is length from my head to my tail. I'm getting a nice little release in the hips and the low back. And the very last bit you might want to add. Press your legs into your arms and your arms into your legs. Breathe here. Okay, one more breath. And then carefully lift up if you're on the elbows. And if you're on the hands, push all the way up. Heel toe, those feet back together. Slide back on your chair to your comfortable spot, feet hip distance or so. Let's roll the shoulders 3 times. Bring them up and down and back. Good. Up and down and back. And one more time. Rest them back. All right, let's take the head to one side. And bring the head center. Take the head to your second side. And bring the head center. And lastly, bring the chin to the chest. Maybe bring the hands to the heart. And for just a moment, we surrender the head to the heart, our internal teacher. And gently lift the head and carefully open the eyes. Thank you so very much for joining me on your yoga journey today. Give us a like, give us a love, let us know that you're watching. Tell your friends about our videos. We'd love to share some yoga with them. And I will see you next week. Thank you and namaste.